Welcome to the January 2012 edition of What's New from AtHomeNet. Save time and money by accepting dues payments on your AtHomeNet website. Accept e-checks, Visa, MasterCard, and Discover in just a few clicks. Contact your account manager to find out how. Greetings and welcome to the first What's New in AtHomeNet Classic of 2012. This edition will cover the new features and enhancements for January. We have a lot of new exciting things to talk about, so let's jump right in. First, we'll log in as an administrator. And the very first enhancement we'd like to talk about is to our message board feature. What you'll notice about this feature is that you now have the ability to search exclusively within the message board feature via this search option. You could use this to search for a particular topic or your name or an event or whatever you'd like. Let's see it in action. Let's say, for an example, I just wanted to search and see if my name has recently been mentioned in a thread. As the administrator, I'm Scott, so I'll do a search for Scott. And here we see the results have yielded one message. We click on the message, and you'll see, here's my name, under this entry that Scott and Christine Pelly having a fundraiser at their home for Girl Scout cookie drives. So in another example, if there's a particular topic you're interested in, like a fundraiser for Girl Scout cookies or even the flavor peanut brittle, as you can see, it pulls up the message and matches. A great new enhancement for communities that have a lot of message board strings. Let's move right along to the next enhancement, which is also kind of related to the message board. A new message board paging option that lets you control how many topics are displayed per page. What you'll want to do is go to the Administrator menu, go to Settings, scroll down to Message Board Settings, and here you'll see this new drop-down tab that shows the number of topics to show per page. Select the number you prefer, and then click on Save Changes. And here in the message board feature, based on the number of displays that you selected, here we have 2 pages, and you would click to scroll to the second page. Keep in mind you'll only have access to that option under the Administrator menu, so you'll have to be an administrator or have administrative rights. Greater control of the appearance and navigation of the feature for you. Since we just spent time in the Administrator menu, that leads us to our next enhancement, which is to the Hot Links feature. Available for upped Hot Links websites, you now have new Hot Links sort options. You can access these options by going into the widget itself and selecting Edit Properties. Previously, the sort options included dates, most popular, things of that nature. Now you'll see a sort by title, alphabetically. And as you can see, it sorts through your hot links on an alphabetical basis. More options for you in how your widgets are displayed. That moves us into the next enhancement. Since we're on the subject of more options, let's move over to our photo albums feature to see this one. Let's go to the Administrator menu. We'll click on Settings, and we'll move to our photo album settings. You'll now see this new drop-down that allows you to show whether or not your residents can see the number of views each photo album gets. If you'd like to have every album show the number of views it has, you'll click Yes and Save Changes. If not, you'll click No. But you now have the option. And here you'll see in parentheses it shows us how many views each photo album has received. So be sure to set this exactly how you want it in your settings menu. Now we're going to talk about an exciting enhancement to the user profile feature. Previously, if a resident didn't have a user profile image loaded to associate with their profile, their image would be represented by a default icon. Such as here in this message board feature, you'll see that Scott Pelly has a profile picture loaded, but David Irving, Jeffrey Davis, and Angel Amariz don't. They have this default image. Well, you'll now have the power to select from a list of default images to display should a resident prefer to not have their picture in their profile Let's see it in action. We'll go to our Administrator menu, under Website Settings, under Address Book Profile Settings. Now here you'll see the new default profile image is just this camera lens. But you can preview the different images until you find the one that you'd like. And then select Save Changes. So for our example, we'll just choose this generic husband and wife. Now as you move around throughout the site, you'll see that those who don't have a profile image are represented by this icon that you selected. Again, this is site-wise, and you'll only be able to do this as an administrator in the administrative menu. Let's move along to our next enhancement. This enhancement has to do with the image auditor. So we'll go to our admin menu and we'll click on Statistics menu. We'll click on Show Site Storage Statistics. And then Show Unused Images. You may have to refresh the report. But now you'll see a list of all of your unused images in your website. With one click, you can now delete all the files from this particular folder, making it much easier to manage. Simply hit Delete All, which will begin the process of deleting all of these unused files. If you'd like to delete the selected, you can still check individually. But the Delete All key allows you to delete all your unused images or documents with just one click. For the documents, you'd do the same on the main Site Storage Statistics page. Same options, delete selected or delete all. Also this month, you'll find new articles inside of your Instant Articles widget. Once you go to edit the properties, select your categories as usual, and you'll start seeing some of the great new articles that have been added. Plenty to read for all types of interest. Let's move along to the next enhancement. So last but not least, we have some cool new email bulletin templates for you to use in your community. Scroll through, and remember you can always customize these to say whatever you'd like. There's always lots of great categories and lots of great options for just about anything that's happening in your community. Well, that'll do it for the January 2012 edition for What's New in AtHomeNet Classic. We appreciate you watching, and we thank you for your business. As usual, if you have ideas for new features and enhancements, send us an email to support@AtHomeNet.com. Thanks for watching, thanks for your business, and we'll see you again next month with some exciting new enhancements and features.
That concludes this month's edition of What's New. We'd like to thank all of our existing clients for your time and for your business. As always, we encourage your feedback and ideas, so if you have any suggestions for new features or new enhancements to existing features, send us an email to support@AtHomeNet.com. If you don't have website service with us and you like what you see, send us an email to sales@AtHomeNet.com or give us a call at 1-800-556-7852. Be sure to tune in next month for more new features and more new enhancements from AtHomeNet.